Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Let me tell you that the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look. Um, just wanted to say I hope everybody had a great holiday, safe holiday. So much stuff is going on in the world today, man. Just want to make sure that everybody's doing what they can to keep themselves protected, keep themselves safe. Um, Everybody, if you haven't been vaccinated, boosted up, go ahead and get that. I mean, some people have varying opinions about that, but things are happening right now, and it's getting to a point where you just got to get it. Just get the shot, get checked, and let's protect yourselves as well as others. Older people need to be protected. Younger people need to be protected. So let's just protect everybody. All right. So tonight we talking about relationships. We do this every Monday. Get on the horn and just talk about things that go on in relationships. Good things, the bad things, crazy things. Everybody has their own opinion about it, so we explore all of that. And again, thank you guys for tuning in to us all year. Uh, this show has taken wings of its own. Started this show basically, y'all excuse me. Started the show basically in the days of the when the pandemic hit, so that we could just make sure that we still did what we did with Dope Living to entertain and continuously make sure that people were informed. As we did this, um, it grew. What's going on, little brother Curtis Sims? What's going on, brother? Love you. Hope your holidays are going well so far. We still got one more coming up, New Year's this weekend. So everybody be safe. And we want to, like I said, just keep informing and keep inspiring people to make sure that everybody is aware of everything that's going on in this world, because this world is crazy. It's crazy right now. And we just want to make sure that we're there to kind of suppress the bad things, bring a little fun to it, bring a little information to it. So every Monday we talk about relationships now, and we want to try to get people right for the new year. You know what I mean? As far as relationship goes, we want to get them right for the new year. So we are doing the relationship show. So, and we got some questions here, and we put it in the post. I'm just going to read a couple of them. Does acknowledgement on Facebook validate a relationship? In other words, you're on Facebook, you see somebody say in a relationship, uh, getting married, engaged, just got engaged. Does that validate your relationship? Does it mean, okay, now you're official? Or is it just something to uh, appease the other person that's involved in the relationship? Is it really um, necessary for you to put it out there that you're in a relationship? You guys know. Anybody else who you know knows. The world doesn't have to know, do they? I don't know. We'll answer that. Also, when is sex the best? Morning? That afternoon delight? Ha! Night? I mean, when is it the best for you? Just want to know. Get it in. Um, how long should a couple date before they become official? Is there a rule book? Is there a time for people to date? What's up, little lady Justice? In order to get the feeling that we're official. So we've dated 3 months. So I think it's time that who brings it up? Who's going to say, hey, we've been dating for 3 months. I think it's time that we make this right, make it official, official. All right, everybody say what's up to Jeannie Gasson.
Hey, hey, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Hope everything is well. Just talking to the people, man, letting them know, man, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. We just got to be prepared for it. Let's keep each other safe. Let's keep our people safe, the people that are in our circle, let's keep them safe. And
Yes.
I'm letting them also know, Gina, because Gina's the co-host of the show, one of the co-hosts of the show, that we are getting ready to go to a new year.
New
And
year.
what we do on these Mondays is we throw relationship stuff out there and we answer them to the best of our ability and invite you guys to answer as well. Give us your opinions as well. So that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be on, girl.
Mm-hmm. And
That's what it is.
sometimes it gets hot and spicy.
Yeah, and basically because sometimes I have a varying opinion, trying to play devil's advocate, but everybody just thinks, well, Greg, don't say that. They come at me, and I'm like, I get at the end of the show, I got to say, hey, y'all know that that's not really me. That's just the views that I think people will want to say, but they're afraid to say it. You know. So we started off with, does acknowledgement on Facebook validate your relationship? So we're out here. Gina,
Sorry,
you
couldn't
know
help it.
that people get on here and be like, they so quick to be like, click in a relationship, click engaged, you know, on Facebook. Is it
And then
really
it
does that
changed 6 months later,
that change
3 months
6 days
later.
later? Change it 6 days later. Get at it. 6 hours sometime. Okay. I'm in a relationship. I mean, is it really necessary to do that? Does that really validate your relationship?
No, it does not. I think that it's the social media trend that we are living in, to be on there and say, hey, I have someone, or this man or this woman is mine, and those other girls or other men or other women that they were dealing with, that's acknowledgement for them, for you to say, hey, he's mine. So it's all part of this social media trend that we live in. That's all it is.
Putting all your business out there in the street,
Oh,
okay?
your business.
I mean, what happened to the times where you put your stuff out there, like you put you a dude that got a lot of stuff going on, and good stuff, entrepreneur making plenty of money, and you put it out there that you with so and so and so and so. How many other women are going to be coming in and trying to get at you? I don't care how, if you with her, I'm gonna try to get you. I mean, those days that used to happen back in the day. I don't know what they do now.
Well, you know what? Why is social media the place to vent? It used to be you call your friend, your best friend, your girlfriend, your guy, and y'all talk about it, and then your business isn't out there. Now that's the place to vent. Let me get all my personal laundry out there. And then you turn around and now you're sending a picture the two of you snuggled with. How you think that makes you look?
It
You
makes you look
just
real.
called him a no good, deadbeat son of a biscuit eater. Now you're snuggled up with him. What did
With
that
wait,
say
but
about you?
snuggled up with that sad look on the face though. Still got the sad look on the face. Know that if I
But
don't
what does
snuggle
that
up with you
say
now,
about that
get my
person?
ass
What
beat.
does that say about that man, that female or that male that just got on Facebook and bashed that person?
I think
That
that
says a lot about your character.
I think that they are they have a problem, like you said, with their character, but they got low self esteem. You don't need that person. If you just bash that person right then and there, and then you're there praising him, cuddled up with him, and this and that, something's wrong. Something wrong with that picture. Everybody say what's up to Maurice, Mo B.
Hey,
Oh,
Mo B.
hey, what's going on?
At the crib, look at him. All right, everybody
Ah,
say what's up to
ah,
myself.
ah.
Hey,
Uh,
Marcy.
Hello, hi.
Marcy, how you doing?
Hey.
I didn't get my hat. I didn't get the memo
What?
for my cap.
Because you got your hair done. That's all good, though. Hey, Little Lady Justice
Ah,
says it's lovely for people to share their love with social media rather than that negativity. I mean,
yeah.
I get that, Little Lady Justice, but
But they
the other
share the
thing is
bad.
the other thing is this: you sharing, you letting people know your business, your stuff. Maybe she doesn't want it out there. You don't know. Okay, maybe you both did put it out there, and I respect your opinion about that. But my thing is this: like I said back in the day, man, if somebody knows that you happy, they're gonna try to break that up. They're gonna try to make it
Yeah.
so. All right. Period. Let your happiness be with you. You
Mm-hmm.
too. I'll share that happiness together. She
Mm-hmm.
says it's all how you look at it, and every situation is different. Some people also get paid for broadcasting their relationships and giving advice. That's a
Not
new.
these folks that I see.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Not the
That's
folks I
new.
see.
That is a new.
I
What do
No.
y'all
make
think
it my
about
What's
that?
up?
business not to friend any of my kids' girlfriends or boyfriends. I
Yeah,
don't
that
want to
drama will pop
see.
up on your page.
I don't want to see that negativity. I'm the mom. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if I see that, I'm gonna have negative feelings towards you, this female or this male that's bashing my child. I'm gonna have negative feelings towards you that you're bashing my child out here. Look, any
Get the
relationship when
microphone.
you have a problem, sit down and talk about it.
Right.
What is Facebook gonna do but laugh at you? They're laughing at you. They're not there to support you or to give you good advice. They're laughing at you.
See, that's why I have a problem with people getting on there talking about, man, I wish I could get somebody that really loves me and this and that. And man, she did me like this, she did me like that. Man, stop. Come on, man. Number one, it makes you look very weak. Okay. Some people say they don't care if I look weak. I just got to get it out. Okay. Social media is not the place to get it out like that. Okay. Your personal stuff like that. Share your success. You know what I mean? Share that you're going, I wouldn't even share going out of town, really, but share that you're going overseas. That you've done some beautiful things overseas. Share that you just got this record deal. Well, I wouldn't share that. See, what can we do? We can't share right?
Oh,
You
you
know
just
what?
got a record deal? Can
I'm
I
gonna-
borrow? Can you pay for
Right.
this?
I
Wait a minute.
went
You
on
out of town?
Facebook basically to stay in contact with my son when he joined the Navy. And that was the only way that he could communicate. They couldn't take their phones. There was no way for me to know what was going on or how he was doing. So I joined Facebook in order to be in. Before then, I was one of those. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting. Do you know so many bill collectors, people that are looking for you, find you on Facebook?
Oh yeah. Your jobs look at you on Facebook. Mary.
Yes.
What's going on, girl?
Hey, happy holidays.
Happy
Gina.
holidays to y'all.
Gina, you need a hat.
I need a hat.
Yeah.
I need a hat.
Yeah, you're the only one without a hat.
Yeah, but people, employers look at your Facebook and your other stuff to see if you're hiring worthy. It's a lot of stuff. So my thing is, keep it as pure as possible. You could share some things. Okay, say you had a death in the family. Okay, you might need the support there. All right. You want to put that on there, that's fine. In my opinion, it's fine. You want your people to support you as far as lift you up. But all that other stuff, man, I just won the lottery. I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get
Right.
his ass.
Well, the police always go online and check and looking for people.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny. That's true.
My cousin got robbed here in Nashville, and that's how they caught him. The guy was on his flashing all the money. He took his Mercedes and took his wallet. And they found him. That's how they found him.
And see, those are people that think they're untouchable. Okay, you get on these videos showing your guns and this and that and all your money and this and that, but them ain't the only guns that was made, y'all. Them ain't the only guns that was
That's stupid.
They have caught a lot of criminals on Facebook, on social media.
Have they?
They have, and they've got on there bragging or telling other folks, and they're talking about it or bragging about it, and boom, the police got them.
Yeah, there was a young rapper. My son showed me this guy. He was blowing up too, and he killed somebody, and he was on the run. And he did a video saying, "Hey, I'm on the run from the justice." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, they caught him. He in jail.
24 hours later,
he gonna be.
I'm going to jail.
He gonna be there for a minute too. Okay, but I didn't get you guys comments on that, Marcella. We asked the question because we're talking about Facebook. Does acknowledgement on Facebook validate your relationship?
I don't think it does. Not necessarily, because you and I can be kicking it, and I decide that's my man, so I'm gonna put us on there. That does not mean that you're my man. And some women think that just because they put it on Facebook, then he's got to say, okay, we're a couple or whatever. I don't think it validates anything. It depends on what is between the two of you and what you feel and stuff. Facebook means nothing.
It doesn't. Maurice, Mary, what y'all think?
No, Facebook means nothing at all because I don't think I've changed anything on Facebook since I got on there. I put everything on there that I wanted on that, and I haven't changed anything. So,
I mean, again, it's a different time. Like we talked before, it's a different time, and people air everything on Facebook.
That's true.
I've seen how people air their dirty laundry, you know, and then how they breaking up. They done gave all the information of what done happened in the relationship for the next chick. And this dude catching cane, and we don't know what happened in between. There's always two sides to the story, but we hear the most drama one first.
Right.
And see, it validates what little lady Justice said. She said it's okay for people to share their love with social media rather than the negativity, and I agree with that. You know, it's supposed to put negativity
if it's positive.
Full of love. It's
Positive,
you know.
yeah. But
She also said we should update our Facebook timelines. I'm cool with that. No problem. Let's move on.
Okay.
So, there was a song a long time ago called "Afternoon Delight." All right. Everybody just questioned what it meant, but we knew what it meant. All right. So,
It's in sight.
it leads to the question:
make you miss a beat in the mall. You
before I ask the question, Jeff says Facebook means nothing. Keep the relationship behind closed doors. All negative situations. Sir, Jeff Relaford, life coach. Hey, look, when is sex the best, y'all? Morning, afternoon, or night?
can get it in.
Right. When the feeling is right.
If you feeling froggy, jump.
Right.
Hey, whenever the feeling hits.
Right. There's no specific time.
I remember this one comedian talking about, you know, when you got kids, you start sounding like a seal.
Alrighty then.
I don't know though. I like it. I like it. You see it at night. You get that's when the freak come out. All right, that's when the freak.
Yeah, I'm talking
afternoon. Prefer. I mean, you know,
springtime. Just
it's just me. In the afternoon, you probably got something where you got to go. Okay. So that's gonna be that quickie. That's the afternoon delight. That's that quickie, okay, as well as that morning. You know, before you go to work.
Be the foreplay for the evening time.
It could be. It could be. You're absolutely right. Okay, but between that afternoon and that evening, there's hours between that. Okay, the foreplay.
Yeah, but you know, you remember that where the old men used to smell their fingers.
You know what? You know what?
Marianne.
Okay, all right now. Alrighty then. Okay.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
Marianne.
Okay,
Okay.
Marianne, I don't look at you so innocent anymore.
Me? But you know what? That afternoon triast, or whatever you want to call it, that can be a really good thing. And I know I've made a phone call and like, hey, I came home from lunch.
That's rough.
And he came home and I said, I left a message. Hey, I came home from lunch for lunch hour, and I am lunch. And it was less than 10 minutes. He was coming in the door.
When the time is right, and
yes,
when people, you know, it's up to you. You know, when that feeling hits, when it's right, it's right. It don't matter what time of day, what time of day.
No matter what time, what the hour.
Not a specific, no specific time.
Like I said, if you feel that frog, get jump.
I don't think I wanted to ask that question. I'm never going to ask.
You might not ask that again.
See, I can't blush. I can't turn red. I turn purple. All right.
You're the only one putting limits on it. We don't put limits.
No limits.
In the morning, you get ready to go to work or something like that. You really don't have time, and if you do it, you're gonna because I'm not trying to get in and get out. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So if
you ain't never been work casually late,
I'm gonna be late. I don't want to be late. I'm never really late.
Let me put it to you like this:
you feel a frog at jump.
My friend,
you're gonna keep that one.
We worked something in the morning before work. He called me laughing because all of his employees were asking him, what the heck are you so happy about? They said he was floating. And he called
his shirt on and you had his on, right?
They said he was floating on air, and it was so funny. He said, I want to just holler and just say, what, just holler and just say, look, let me tell y'all how my morning went. I was like, boy, I would kill you, because I would sometimes go and work in his office for him. And so they knew who I was, but it just, like, again, like we all said, it just depends on the couple. Right. It depends on what you got going on, because maybe they're going to work a long day, and it's like, you know what, let me work something out to give you something to think about for when, since you're going to work that hard day or whatever.
And sometimes it don't need to be a marathon, sometimes it just
need that.
It's the quantity of it, the quality
of the day.
He didn't go to work with his shirt on backwards, did he, Marcy?
No. He was real. They said he was extra nice to everybody.
So that's a good point.
What happened in the morning, you need to do that more often.
That's a good point that Marcy brought up, because I want to know if it's true that they say when a man or woman is not getting it consistently, they're in a bad mood.
Right. You hear that a lot, don't you?
You hear that a lot. You hear that. I've heard that for years.
Well,
right.
We used to have this guy, one of the guys at work, and we used to have him. He was dating a girl at work, and you could tell when they ain't done something, boy, because he'd be mean, ornery at all. Lord have mercy. And when you say, man, you need such and such, you need to go ahead and take one for the team today, because he's being an extra ass. You know what I'm saying?
So it is
you
true.
Can tell it. Oh yeah.
What we did here is that. Marcy a freak, all right? We didn't hear that. And wait a minute. And we also heard
that too.
hey, Mary, we also heard that Marcy must have that good. Okay, she making
no comment on anything you're saying.
Hey, take the compliment, Marcy.
I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Look, we used to say you go to the mall, you just done came from lunch, going to the mall and you catch that little, oh damn, that was good, little shake, little wiggle. Thinking about that.
So in that whole thing, okay, so y'all saying that make a difference, okay? Does it make a difference where you do it?
For me, yeah. I can't just anywhere. I don't want sand going up my crack or nothing.
Why not?
I don't like sand between my toes. I got issues.
If you would have asked me this question when I was in my 20s, I probably would have said, no, it don't matter. But now,
it matters now.
Now it matters because I can't bend that away.
He didn't say how. He said where.
That away.
Wait.
Look around, get stuck and be at the hospital.
It's okay.
Y'all must have had some special dressing over the holidays.
Yeah.
That cranberry sauce was something else, boy.
Look, people now starting to really get to know who I am. Right. The reason we say that laughter is what's in this house is because both of us are silly. When we're in the public eye, we're very serious. And what you're getting now, not a lot of people get this.
Well, now everybody's getting it because it's online.
But I mean, the people who I work with, they know me for being serious.
Oh boy,
they know me for no holds barred. I don't take no mess, But I do have a very silly streak in me, and
you're talking to one of the sergeants.
Well, I mean, I work for the police department, and you have a certain way when you go in the office that you hold yourself, because you want to be taken serious. And I'm a woman, and so I gotta demand that respect extra, because
so true.
If they see any type of little flaw, they're gonna pick it open and they're gonna they're gonna use it against you. So when I'm at home, I'm silly. I mean, and our whole family is silly. I mean, when we get
Oh my
together,
God.
all we do is laugh. That's all we do.
Jessica.
To the point where we can't breathe half the time, you know. And that's our house. You know, that is our house.
Yeah.
But when something serious cracks off, you don't want to be in this house neither. Not at all.
Okay, I think a lot of people are like that. I'm like that pretty much on the job. I'm very serious, especially in a management position. I'm very serious. I'm like, look, do you know, pretty much do what you got to do. We're going to all be good. And then outside, when you can really do your silly self, and they see a little, you know, little jokey joke here and there, but you know, that I think that's good. You know, to be able to laugh and know when to be serious.
Yeah,
right.
And that's just
like when we were
anything.
opening stores in Indianapolis, everybody thought she was like the Grim Reaper. She walked in the store, she was administrator. She walked in the store,
People
and you
would
know
the store managers would toss their keys at me and quit when I walk in the store.
She was
because
she was
they
an
know I'm
auditor.
gonna find whatever it is that they were trying to hide.
Yeah,
you know.
And the only reason why she show up is a corporate called her. So
yeah, I was the last auditor to get called. So you know, everybody else got sent in, and the book still wasn't adding up, and they're like, "Okay, it's time for you to go in."
Yeah, they really didn't know until we had our wedding and our engagement party in Indianapolis. So how much fun we were having.
Did y'all do it outside in your wedding? At your wedding?
Yeah, don't answer that.
What are you saying?
Yeah, we did it outside. I gave her some kisses. I gave her some sugar.
So let's go ahead. I want to welcome all of the people on LinkedIn that's checking us out. Okay, we appreciate you guys. Got a lot of feedback from you guys last week. Appreciate you. Next week, starting.
Greg, you didn't answer that question.
What?
He sure did skip over it, didn't he?
I'm having a little lag. I'm not home, so I'm getting some bad.
No, you're not. You know exactly what we said.
It was fine 5 minutes ago.
Oh no, okay. Y'all know I ain't got no problem answering questions like that. Okay.
Okay, what's your answer?
Me, I don't care where I do it at. I don't care. I believe in PDA. Okay, I believe in it, and you know, Gina, you know. Now, I mean, I'm not saying me and Gina, but Gina.
Oh,
without saying too much.
Like, wait.
I was like, whoa, surprise!
We don't have no incest going on over here.
She know me. She know how I am. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem with, you know, if the, you know, number one, for the other question, if the mood strikes me, yes, it's on. Okay, but you know, I'm gonna do a little something anywhere I'm at if that mood comes up and the person that I'm with is reciprocal. Now I'm not gonna go. I ain't gonna whip it out and say yeah. I'm not gonna do all that. Okay?
Bless God.
Yeah. You gotta make that noise.
Okay.
But
That's scary.
What you got a rubber?
Oh, here we go.
It's rubber.
Here we go with Maurice. Look.
There go Maurice.
No, here go Maurice.
Oh no, here we go. See,
where's that meme at?
Oh damn!
No, that's the
I'm gonna get you back.
We got you.
That's my answer.
We were sitting at breakfast laughing the other day about this. I gotta get this one to Greg.
That's my answer, though.
Did you see that one I sent y'all?
I don't have a problem with
baby.
I did.
So let me ask you. Let me move on. How long should a couple date before they become official in your eyes?
That's up to the couple.
Right.
You can't determine when someone falls in love. I mean, it could be, love at first sight.
That's what I'm saying. Could it be overnight?
It could be. I mean, if all cylinders hit and they say they're a couple, or they decide, I mean, they don't even have to say it. You know when people are a couple, when they, you don't have to say it.
I disagree to it a little bit, because you can think you're a couple and then something happens and you like, well, wait a minute. And he or she can come back and say, we're just kicking it. So I think there should be some type of defining of where you are, where you want to be. If I'm your woman or you're my man, I think there should be kind of some type of conversation.
Yeah, I can agree.
So that it's not awkward later.
I agree, because I agree with Marcy, because at some point in a relationship that should be acknowledged. You want to make sure that you're not on this page and he's on that page. You want to make sure the two of you are on the same page.
Yeah.
And so that comes, the communication has to be had.
Yeah, but there's no certain, I don't think there's any certain really time limit. I don't think it should be months.
Because I mean, think about when you
not
first
a hard
start,
time.
A lot of times when you first start dating, you're not committed to one person. So at some point, when is that point where both parties are saying, okay, I'm exclusive to this individual?
That's up to the people. I mean, like Marianne said, I mean, as far as I was concerned, when I first saw her, you know, that was it.
It took me a minute.
It took her a minute to warm up. It did. It's like,
yeah, because I'd been really through some relationships that
she didn't know
that I didn't want to go back through. You know, that pain, feel that pain again, and those were not relationships that I said, yes, I want to be a part of that relationship. I just fell into it.
Right, and she actually said that to me, you know. So I mean, and that right there is 110 for me. I mean, it was clear, it was communication, and that thing kept growing and growing. And she could say that without me turning into a, ass. You know what I mean? And I felt what she was saying because I had went through some of that too. You know.
Well, so at some point did you all decide, okay, we're exclusive? If Marianne was over here feeling like, I don't want to get into another committed relationship just to be heartbroken, and you were feeling like this is the one for me, when did it all come together? It had to be a point where you both came together and had that conversation, right?
In fact, we celebrated as a
anniversary
every year, and it's the day that I told him that I loved him, and that was a
October the 8th.
Because before that we were friends. We were friends, and it did come a time where we were friends with benefits, but that still wasn't I love you. That wasn't I'm gonna give my heart and soul to you.
Only to you.
It was but then October the 8th went, and it was so crazy because we were just rolling down the street, and I just said, you know what?
We spent so much time
for this and this and this, and
we spent so much
I love you.
We spent so much time together. I mean, we literally stopped, going everywhere, going everywhere separately, and I started thinking about her a lot more seriously.
Did you stalk her?
That's a yes.
All right.
Hey, Maurice knew what he wanted, and he wasn't giving. And I can respect a man like that. A lot of people say,
but it wasn't like stalking, like
not stalking, but this is the woman that I want, and I'm gonna fight to get her.
Right.
Well, okay, so he doesn't like this part when I say this, but here he goes. I was on my own for after a relationship that I had went really wrong for about 2 or 3 years. I decided that it was just me and my kids. I don't need anybody in my life, on a serious note. And I would pray, and I'll be down on my knees. Lord, please send me a man that's going to love me for me and love my children as if they were his, just putting the whole line of wants out there. And every time I get up from I get a knock at the door, I open the door and there's Maurice. And I'm like, no, Lord, not him.
I asked that one.
Lord, throw him in and bring another one. Am I wrong that I've never prayed for a man, prayed to have a man? Am I wrong for that?
No, you're blessed that you've never had to, because the things that I went through in the different relationships, it was it had gotten the last relationship had gotten life-threatening. So, I had to get to a point where I had, I even went to counseling. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why am I attracting these type of men to me? And the counselor's like, ain't nothing wrong with you. Well, okay, so if nothing is wrong with me, then Lord, the only other place I know to go is to God. Make this right for me. And I really didn't.
God was listening to my prayer too. So
I really didn't
Listen to y'all.
want to be in a relationship with him until he left, because he had a funeral to attend, and
went to Gary.
Missed him so much.
Oh,
And we talked maybe twice a day, and his brother was a catalyst for that too.
Yeah.
So, but and when he came back, I knew that it was like, this is who I need to be with, because I missed him. I couldn't see myself without him.
So that's so funny. That's so funny you would say that. So, and you mentioned something about Gina. Don't laugh yet. Okay, let me finish. You mentioned something about friends with benefits. So were you guys once you decided that, okay, maybe you did your little thing, but once you decided you were going to get married, did you all stop doing it?
No.
Go ahead on with your freaky ass, man.
Why stop now?
All right.
Why you tell me not to laugh?
You're already in the pool. Why stop now?
What you say?
Go ahead and swim, baby. Go ahead and swim.
Hey, but hold on. Let's get the moral majority now, Marcella. Friends with benefits. What do you think about friends with benefits?
To each his own.
What do you think about friends with benefits?
To each his own.
Okay, but what do you think about?
I don't indulge.
Okay,
I just believe wait until I'm married.
Okay, now what if your marriage doesn't come for 50 years?
You're a 50-year-old virgin then.
They made a movie about that. It was 40-year-old though.
40.
Yeah, there's a movie.
And he finally got some.
Things happen sometime.
Things don't just happen; they happen justly. Shout out Jay's Breakfast Club. Right.
Things happen.
Well,
sometime.
you know what? My opinion is, I think it all depends on what place you're in your life, what stage you're in, because we get to a point where you're no longer wanting friends with benefits. You know, the relationship has to have some kind of substance and some kind of ending to it. But when you're younger, that's fine. You know, you don't want to be settled down with one person.
You really don't know what you want when you're young.
I don't know if I ever grew up then.
And you know what? I'm a little different. My relationships are a little different because I met my first husband when I was a sophomore in high school, and we were together for 17 years. And then once we were divorced, we were separated we were divorced for about 2 years, and then I met my second husband, and then we were married for 17 years until his demise. So I didn't really experience a whole lot of that friends with benefits type of thing because I was always in a committed relationship. And that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to have a committed relationship, even at a young age.
You ever put that 17 in? You ever played the lottery with the number 17 in it?
I don't play the lottery.
You know, 17's your number.
He said that last week.
Hey, Greg,
yeah, you did say that last week. You did. I should have bought some lottery tickets.
And you know what? That friends with benefits thing, sometime when you get older, because I've heard some older people, they're like, I've been married for a long time. Sometime their spouse passed away or they're now divorced and they're much older. And they're like, you know what? I just want companionship. Right. And some of the older people are like, I'll go ahead with the friends with benefits because I don't want to make a commitment at this time. I bought a house. I've paid for my home. I have my own career and this, that, and the other. And then sometimes they're like, you know what? I just want to be by myself, but not by myself. So if I have a companion where I can go out to nice places with, that's nice. And if it's a friend with benefits, we can do that, but you go home and I go home and there's no commitment. But then you have, on the other hand, some that have gone through that and they're like, okay, I'm older. I went through all of that friends with benefits crap as a young person. and I know who I am, and that's just something I will not tolerate at this point.
Okay, let's keep it 100.
But does it really work though?
That's what I'm saying. Let's keep it 100. If you know, friends with benefits might work out at the beginning, okay, the first time, you know, blah blah blah. But somebody's feelings to get into it.
There you go. That's exactly what I was gonna say, Craig. Because
but you know, but think about older people. Sometimes older people are like, you know, they're like set in their ways, and they're like, I know couples that are like that. And it's like, we like it just the way it is. We get together, we go out, have a nice time. I might spend the night over here. He might spend the night over there. You know, whatever.
You hear about somebody with somebody else, you get a little mad.
Exactly. So, and what Marcy's saying to me is an exclusive relationship, but not committed. When we talk of friends with benefits,
I didn't say anything about exclusivity.
It's an open relationship because
I just don't think that. Me personally, as a woman, I don't want to give myself to a man like that. I don't want to give I feel like I'm giving my soul to them, and they can't have all of that.
And I feel the same way, but I'm just saying it. I'm not talking about me. That's not something I would choose. I choose to do, but I have heard.
Oh, you on that side now? See, y'all always come to me when I say comments like that. Y'all be like, "Greg, what's wrong with you?"
Gina? I'm speaking from what I know, and I'm speaking from my point of view.
Hey,
my
Gina.
point of view is, if you have a friend that you are sleeping with, somebody is going to have feelings. You cannot tell me that you're going to go years and years and years with this one person and somebody don't develop feelings for each other.
Well, see, and that's what happened in our case. You know, we were friends, you know, on the platonic level, you know,
forever.
Good conversation and everything.
We went out one night. She got me drunk.
What? You can't work. Look, this isn't.
She got me drunk, and she had her way with me.
Well, go on, Marianne. Go ahead on.
But that wasn't. You guys were working. You guys are crazy. But that's the point I brought up earlier. You were working towards an ending. You were working towards something.
We didn't know we were working towards ending, because for me, I was scared. In fact, the next morning when we woke up next to each other, I was scared that our friendship was over. You know, we were so good friends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to take it to that level, you know, because like you said, feelings get hurt, you know. And
she thought I was going to bite.
None of that up.
She thought I was going to take off.
Yeah, and that's what happens with friends that sleep together, because that friendship now is taking a different road. You look at them differently. You look at each other differently. You don't share the same things anymore, because now it's now an emotional type of thing and a sexual type of thing, as opposed to, you know, that friendship type of relationship. And I don't think it can ever go back to be the same.
Well, and if you wake up thinking,
we kept on saying, "Oh, this is it. We're not doing this again."
That's what her mouth said.
That don't work.
He said that's what she said.
She got me drunk.
She did. She got me drunk. She got me drunk.
Ain't that much lick in the world, dude. You know what you're doing.
He knew it. You knew what you was doing.
He
probably was. Look, he was probably pushing the glass over to her more so than she was to him.
Right. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Over there,
Marianne.
I'm with you, Marcy, on, you know, that to each his own. And see, he was the first one that kind of relationship even happened, because I went from mom and daddy's house to husband's house.
Okay.
You know,
kind of like that.
And then I got married at 16, you know, and then got a divorce and met this other guy, and I thought he was someone that I could spend the rest of my life with. 2.5 years into the relationship, found out he had schizophrenia, you know, and nobody in his family had told me that he dealt with that, you know. He had went off his medication, and it had gotten to be a life or death, you know, situation with him. And that's why, you know, I said, you know, I started questioning myself and the choices that I was making. And I just realized that I allowed other people to choose for me. I wasn't choosing for myself.
So let me ask you this though, not just you, but everybody. So, and you mentioned that you had, some others, Marcella, Gina, you guys have been in other relationships. So you're in a relationship now. Relationship's going great, but in the back of your mind, the relationship that you had previous, it didn't end like you wanted it to end. There was still some questions. Say this guy or this girl came back up and was like, it was unfinished. It was really no reason why you guys should have broke up, but you did. This guy comes up and he's trying to get in. Would you go?
No.
Would you give him an opportunity to talk about it?
No. I wouldn't even give him an opportunity to talk to me.
No.
No, you don't want closure.
No.
But see, I'm the type of person who gets closure before she leaves.
I didn't want closure. I didn't get closure, and at one point, at a point, I decided I didn't need closure.
Well, for me, I needed closure, so I went back to my marriage, right? Thinking, he's saying that everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good. I want you back. I love you. Blah 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 blah. We have a second child. And it didn't. He wasn't truthful. He wasn't honest. And I when I bailed, that was it. That was it for me. I'm the type of person that when I say it's over, it's over. There is no going backwards for me. And the guy that had schizophrenia, I loved him dearly. And I told Maurice when we first got together, that was one thing that I was fearful of, because I thought I knew him.
She knew the schizophrenia dude.
I thought I knew him. And to find out that I didn't know who he was, I was so scared that I was going to pick another person like that I didn't know who he was.
Wow.
So yeah, on both times there was closure.
Okay.
I just don't think the redo is a good idea. That's my opinion. A redo.
But why?
Because the same reason that it didn't work the first time, those reasons are still there. And I don't care what anybody says, that personality does not change. A zebra does not change his stripes.
But what if it was you that had the problem and he broke up with you? And wait a minute, you had the problem and you broke up with him. There's still no valid reason for you to have broken up with him.
I'm still the same person though.
But you're saying you wouldn't go back to this person. He's the same person. He didn't do anything really, okay? You just concocted something to get out of the relationship for that moment. Maybe you saw somebody else that you wanted.
But do you think he's gonna forget that?
Right.
He's not gonna forget that. So
Most
when you
men
go back,
don't.
when
Lisa
you go
Neal
back
says
now,
right.
you're gonna deal with those
Right.
demons that you left behind because they didn't get dealt with when you left. They are still gonna be there, and I bet you anything they're gonna come up.
Okay, and that was just a question. It wasn't me. I'm just saying, just a question. What's going on, Sal? Hope all is well, brother. Lisa Neal says she's right, 100. No redos. Lisa's a good friend of mine. I've been knowing her for a while. Doing some fantastic stuff out there. Thanks
Hi,
for looking.
Lisa.
She's looking at us through LinkedIn. Yeah, that's. I mean, and just playing devil's advocate. That's why I said that. Okay, so it's not Greg Gray, all right? Because I don't really, do that either. But as Felisa says,
yes, they
change.
do. They do, and they change for someone else.
Okay, but you groomed this person for you. You groomed them for you. But there was one thing, because see, I was always accused of looking for a flaw to get out. All right, looking for one little flaw, a little minor flaw. It could be when your hair's out of place. I don't like that. Get away. All right, you got on shoes that don't match your jacket. Man, I don't do that. I don't do that. You got to go. I'm sorry. I don't know. That was what I've been accused of. And I guess
you're devil's advocate. You know that, right?
No, that's me for real this time.
I was just saying, that's him.
Yeah, I'm like
that ain't no
think that's
devil
him right
advocate.
there. I
That
think
is
he talking about
Greg.
himself.
Oh,
That is the devil, not the
yeah.
devil.
That's not
the
love.
devil right now.
That's not love. You might have liked that person, but that's not love.
That wasn't me, but you know, Danita Bohannon.
I tried to reach out to her. I couldn't
Did
remember
you
her last
really?
name. Yeah, because he need his tape back. I'm so tired of hearing about that.
You gonna still hear about it, even if she.
Because when I get it back,
who was it, Shaka Khan? Even if she bring them to him.
Okay, and no, going to Hollywood. Hollywood. That was the song she liked, not Sweet Thing. Hollywood. And if I had known she was going to Tennessee, not Tennessee, but Arkansas, and not Hollywood.
Close enough.
She took my tape. Close enough, my ass. She took my tape. All right.
And then ghosted you. Wow.
First, I got ghosted before ghosted was even a
thing.
She ghosted you. How long it's been now?
Woo! I was in 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Time to let go. Time to let
50
go.
years, y'all.
Let
50
go.
years.
Let go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
When the show comes on,
You don't even remember it.
When the show comes on in 2022, we get ready to call out some people. We get ready to showcase some fools. All right, we get ready to, and call them out. All right, we are taking it to a whole new level. By the way, you know, again, man, if y'all not out there getting y'all shots and getting safetied up out there, man, do that. All right, I'm not advocating shots or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, I think it'd be a good idea for everybody to get vaccinated and get their shots, okay, and so that we can protect each other. Think this, I'm the crusty, whatever the thing is out there, man. And it's
old variant.
It's not killing. It's not killing.
He said, "I'm crusty." I was like, "Okay, I'm crusty."
So it's out there. It's infecting people sick. Okay, and people drink plenty of water. Okay, preferably core water. Okay, because it is perfectly balanced pH purified water, and they are doing their part for the environment. This bottle is made from 100% recycled plastic, and it comes back as a bottle of water. Okay, but still, it's drink your water. Core, you had yours, 752. Anyway, next year, man, these relationship sessions that we're having, they're going to get deeper. We're going to bring some people on. We're even going to have 2 people on here that are in a battle, a relationship crisis, and we're gonna get somebody that can counsel them away, preferably Jeff Rutherford, the life coach. Counsel them while we're on air. We're going to do all of that stuff next year, and we're going to have some life stories, man. I want to get a couple of people. Matter of fact, there's a magazine, and I got to get it right. That I reached out to, and the publisher is going to come on here with us. And maybe next week, we got the next, something like that. His name is Pierre Evans. And the name of the magazine is Go Bang Magazine. So we might be in that magazine too, y'all. So it's out of Illinois. It's a fantastic magazine. It just tells a lot of stories, and he's going to come on as well. But right now we're talking about relationships. I'm sorry, I apologize. Got to call him up. But it's a lot of different things. You're going to see a new look. You're going to see a new opening. You're going to see some drops. Marcy, I didn't get yours. You're going to see some drops. And I'm just saying because it didn't come to the text. And you'll see a lot of different things. So y'all stay tuned. We thank you guys for supporting us this entire year. And for Gina and myself, entire year and a half. And we hope you guys continue to support us. All right. So look, if you and your mate had an opportunity to get out of jail free, I call it, would you?
Huh? You mean step outside the relationship?
No. I mean leave each other basically step outside, but leave each other permanently with somebody else. Okay. You get a clean slate. Would you do it?
You don't need no. I mean, you don't need, if you want to go, just go. I mean, you don't need no car. A lot of people think that want to keep stuff under wraps and stuff and sneak around and things. If you want to go, just sit down like a grown
I'm not saying
person.
sneak. I'm saying you got to get out of jail free card, okay, in case you want one, okay. And some people in their prime of their lives, they want to see if they still got it, okay, but they can't do it. They can't do it because they got their person with them, okay. So if you had an opportunity to see if you still got it, but you had to leave that person that you're with permanent. Would you do it?
No, now, if you would have asked me that when I was married to my first husband, I would have took the card.
Mary,
run, baby, run.
I like her.
How little you know ye.
Wow.
Let's be real now.
What?
That would have been, shoot, I don't care. It would have been 6 months into the marriage. Yeah, I'm gone.
Well, I know I still got it. I don't need to step out with somebody else to validate that. So no, I wouldn't take the card. I wouldn't have took the card even back then because I know I got it. So I don't need anyone to validate that I got anything.
Gina, and the way Robert makes you giggle.
And you know what? When people
he go in there and just walk in the room, see, look, she probably thinking about that now. What if this nigga walk behind me right now? I'm gonna float out of this chair.
You know what? I can say that 4.5 years Robert and I have been together, and for 4.5 years Robert has come home from work and kissed me. Every single night. He has not missed a beat.
I leave.
And you know what? A lot of people in committed relationships, and when they're out and about and people see the couple, they still get hit on, because it's like, oh, okay, this person's in a couple. It's a lot of people like that even more when they see that they're in a couple. So, I don't say that you need to truly need a card to see if you still have it, because most people are still getting hit on.
I'd have rolled her off like a fake.
I'd have rolled her off like a lot of funny stories like that. We've got a lot of funny stories like that. He's usually the one that doesn't recognize that he's getting hit on.
Jay Real.
And and I'll stand back and just watch and see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
The one time we were in the store, and this lady, she was talking to him. And he was just going along with the flow and everything. And then she said, "Can I give you my number?" He said, "I'm married," and looked over his shoulder, and she's like, "Well, what's that got to do with anything?" "Because I'm standing right here."
That's what she said.
That's what I said.
Wow, that's bold.
That was real bold.
Have people like that.
Everybody said,
of course, she turned purple.
Jeff.
Okay, so we didn't get the memo. Hey. The two without the hat have on the camouflage, and I almost wore mine today. My T-shirt.
Hey,
that's right.
Let me say hello to Shayna Gordine. Appreciate you watching.
What's going on, Jay Real?
Not much, man.
Sal, Shayna, Felisa, Little Lady Justice, Curtis Sims out of Tennessee. All of you guys. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Jeff, what's going on, bro?
Jeff, tell me, would you take that card?
Which card?
Wouldn't take that.
That's too cold.
I will write a fake COVID card to get up out that joint, man. I'm telling you, man.
A fake up? Nah.
I'm gone.
No, a get out of jail free card where if you wanted to see if you still had it to get out of your committed.
In other words, to go play, get your player card back.
Right.
Nah, I got time for all that, man. I got time for all that.
Yeah, I know he
ain't. Because the thing is, look, you gonna know if you gonna go or not. Because the thing is, people gonna approach you. It ain't gonna matter. People are bold. We just heard this story right now. These men, women don't care if you married or not. You know if you got it or not. If you out there, come out the house and dress up real nice and step out one good and see what's gonna happen.
And it's true. It's true. They will approach you when you with your significant other. They'll make compliments and comments to you.
Yep. I was at my own house in my backyard, and my daughter's boyfriend's mother came to the back. I was just back there washing the van, And she came in, she came into my space, and I was backing up. Marianne was looking from upstairs, looking down. She saw she was on the phone with her girlfriend. She said, "Hold up, there's a bitch alert going on right now."
Oh, I like that.
Excuse me, let me go handle this.
She said, "I got to see what's going on."
You're not welcome here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hey, Jeff. We found out a lot about our friends tonight.
Mhm. I can tell.
You know, I didn't. Well, I'm not even gonna repeat these, man. Okay, but we finding out a lot about our friends tonight. All right, we probably shouldn't even did a show tonight and just talk to each other, man. Hold each other, man. 'Cause some crazy shit is going on. But let me ask y'all this one: what if back in the day when you guys were younger, and you know you got a heart, you didn't want to just straight out break up with this person. What was the craziest thing you've done to let this person know that you didn't want to be with them anymore?
That's gonna be her, because she just like crack. She just broke.
She
told me.
I mean, I just tell them straight on out, you know.
The day when I was young, and I hope she's not watching. When I was young, the girl was perfect. She did nothing wrong. She was great. She was very, and I was in my 20s. She was great. She was perfect. But yeah, as a player, I wanted to go do some stuff. So how stupid was this? So I told the girl, I told her that I was dying, and I was going to go away. Yeah, I was going to go away.
Greg.
So
what happened when you see
it gets worse. It gets worse. I thought I was dying and I was going to go away so that I could just die in peace. I didn't want nobody to be around with this and that. Okay,
oh my God.
That night we did it. But
wait, back up. What you just say?
That night we did it, but then I left. Okay.
No.
And here's the stupid part. I'm still in the city. Okay. I'm still in Gary, and but I made sure that I covered all my tracks because I knew where she went. She was a sweet girl, so she knew exactly. I knew exactly where she was going to be at when she's going to be at. But what I didn't figure on was seeing her mother. Okay, so her mother saw me, and one day I saw her. I hope this ain't her in the comments.
It was your ghost.
Boy. I know, Amina. I know.
I'm with you, Amina.
Exactly.
I saw the girl, and she never. Now, here's the thing. She saw me again. I'd say when I was in my 30s, and we got back. We got together. So yeah, we got back. Yeah.
She shouldn't have redid.
With a corpse.
Wow.
I was a good guy. I just didn't have no sense back then. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It didn't change.
I just told y'all my story. Anybody else got a story? Are y'all gonna say no, right?
I ain't got nothing crazy like that.
I don't know if it was that. It wasn't that crazy, but when I broke up with my first husband, I met him. Like I said, I met him when I was a sophomore in high school. We were together 17 years, 3 kids. Well, when I broke it off with him, I bought him a plane ticket to Atlanta. And the crazy thing is, I thought he was in Atlanta.
You sent him the Freaknik?
I sent him away. But he was another Greg. He was still in Gary. Like, I didn't know that he was still in Gary. And one day I saw him and I was like, I thought you were in Atlanta. He cashed in my plane ticket.
That man said, "Let me get some bread here.
Yeah.
Let me get this money. These tickets worth something."
Wow. What's his name?
I'm not telling you his name.
We're calling everybody out. What's his name?
I'm not telling you. You said the new year. This is not the new year yet.
It's close.
No.
What was her name, Greg?
Right.
Huh?
What was her?
Danita.
No, it wasn't Danita.
That wasn't her. What was her name?
Dang, she might be watching though.
That's okay. You say we're calling people out. Let's do it. Start with you.
Okay, and then we're gonna go back to your Freaknik days, and we're gonna find out your people too. All right.
Okay, what's her name?
Your little freaky diggy days in the morning time, and I was calling them. Hey, Jeff, we found out Marcy got some good. All right.
Shut up, Greg.
Go ahead, Marcy.
Shut up, Greg.
You better
So,
do your
what's her
thing,
name,
girl.
Greg? What's her name, Greg? In your 20s? What?
Yeah, her
Who was
name
that?
is Sabrina.
Sabrina what?
Yes, I'm not giving her last name. I gave you the first name.
I'm not giving any names.
I gave you the first name. And if you think there's a black girl named Sabrina, you go ahead on with that. Anyway.
Oh, there is. There is one that went to school with us, actually.
And Gary. That's what I'm going to say. It's one in
Sabrina went to
two
school.
of them.
She grew. She grew up the next street over from me.
What's her name?
Sabrina.
What her name is? What her last name is?
Her name is Sabrina.
You said
What her
Sabrina.
last name is? What her last name is?
Apparently,
Yeah.
that wasn't her.
What's up?
What's
It's
going
not
on?
because I
buddy?
think she's gay.
Not tell you,
Well,
I don't
that's
know if
why
I
she's
did.
gay.
I will knock the Fruit Loops out of a girl that's gay.
She
Get out
didn't want
of
to
here,
be
man.
bothered with knuckleheads like that
Greg,
anymore.
yeah.
I will
Dang,
knock the
Greg.
Fruit Loops out of that girl, man. She come back. Don't worry about it. Nothing
Fruit
personal
Loops.
against gay people or anything like that. But I will knock the Fruit Loops out of her. She'll be back. Jeff, what's going on, bro?
Now I tell y'all this. I don't know if I broke up with my ex on her birthday.
Ooh.
I did that.
Oh, Jeff, you that hard? Oh my
Now,
God!
I'm gonna say that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all how this went down. Now I'm gonna tell y'all how this went down.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because
That's how you do
know,
that, bro.
when it was her birthday, I had, and I told this story to a few people. It's like I felt no emotion. I knew it kind of didn't register that like it was her birthday, but I knew. But it was like, yo, I had to do what I had to do for me. You know what I mean? Because I just didn't want to be in a toxic situation anymore. I didn't want to give her that energy no more. So I went over the house. I felt nothing. I literally felt nothing. Hugs was given, kisses was given. I just showed up and I was there with her, kids, all that stuff. I was like, Jesus, I was just sitting in that bad boy empty.
You was through.
Wow.
I was through, y'all. So
Dude, you know what? And you just saying that, I just thought about something else I did stupid. Oh man, I was stupid.
You probably got a whole slew of stories.
He got a
What
whole
did you-
box
what did
of
you do,
stupid.
man?
Come on now.
I
He
was
know he got a
married.
whole
A
box.
whole lot of stupid.
I was
Okay.
married. I was married,
Stupid.
right? I was married
Mhm.
my first marriage, in my 20s, and another one just popped up.
Stop thinking about it.
I'll tell that one first. When I got married, I had 3 other girls.
Mhm.
That one I said I'm gonna marry her, but I didn't have a car at the time, and I was driving one of the other girls' car to take that girl out.
Nigga.
Ooh.
And the other one was she was so sweet, and she was like, "Oh, Greg, how could you?" And I'm like, I don't know. And me and her got together in our later years. The other one, she came and kicked down the door. All right, she was like, it ain't going down like that, okay? Because back in the day, they had the marriage announcements in the paper. All right, so so and so getting married and this and that. And I'm like, God, dog, I forgot about that. All of them came at me, but I was married at the time, and I was actually getting ready to go through a divorce. And her and I were great friends. My ex-wife and I were great friends. We just, I wasn't doing right. I wasn't messing around or anything at that time. So
Time out. You said you were married at that time,
yeah,
and you were going through a divorce.
I said I was married at that time, and we were going through a divorce. So married.
Oh, the same one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you thought?
I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute, you just got married, you're going through a divorce. You ain't okay.
I heard them, Amina. I'm gonna get them. They don't understand. All right. Anyway, so it was my birthday, and I was living in an apartment at that time. So her and I were going through a divorce, but I was getting ready to start dating someone else. I parked my car on the other side of the complex, and I knew my wife was coming. She was coming to see me, and so let her in. We were still cool like that. So the girl I was talking to, I had told her I was out of town, And long story short, she came to the apartment. She and I'm like, who is it? And she's like, I saw your car all the way over about a mile away. Okay, I knew you was home. And I'm like, okay, fine. I came downstairs. Why did my ex-wife follow me?
Because
this girl,
she's not stupid.
All she wanted to do, well, no, my ex-wife was just being petty, okay. But the one down there, she was crying and stuff. And this is what she said. She said, I wasn't gonna come over here, but Oprah Winfrey told me to check. She said to check. When they say they're going out of town, make sure you check. And Oprah was right. You was wrong, and you was she had Candy and Card, and I hope she ain't watching either, okay? But she probably is. And if she ain't watching, I know that I ain't gonna say nothing else. Marcella says, I'm confused. I thought you said you didn't have a car. I was married, okay? I had a car when I was married.
Oh, okay.
You can't check me on my stuff, okay? Am I mixing these stories up? You mixing the hell out of these stories, freaky, all right?
Nasty. He's fact checking. Marcella is fact.
I'm just because he said one. I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to keep it straight, okay.
But I'm just saying those are stupid things I did to get out of a relationship. What's up, Jacqueline McClee, Walton, and my baby,
Bella
my baby Bella Bonita. I said it. She said, "Good evening." Just wow. I guess I ain't. On that note, good night. Just wow. Good. Well, dang, girl.
She said she done.
Okay, no more. Don't go back into the box of stupid. Okay, no more stupid.
Please.
Now I had a situation, but I wasn't doing a breakup. But it was kind of like what Greg got caught up in. I was on a long distance relationship, and my boyfriend at the time lived in Houston, Texas, and I lived in Austin, Texas. And so I decided to go down and surprise him because he would surprise me. So fair is fair. So I get down there, and I'm waiting on him. He's doing his laundry, so he's going, running back and forth between the laundromat, the apartment laundromat and the apartment. And meanwhile, this girl appears, and I guess he must have had a date with her or something. That's how come she came over there. And so I'm there with my kids, right? Because I was gonna do something with the kids down there in Houston. And she comes in and she says, what are you to him? I said, well, you're going to have to ask him that. Because my picture was all over his apartment. I had given him pictures of me, and he had them posted up, and so
had the big billboard of you up on the wall.
Right, exactly. And so then she got offended by me saying that, and she tried to call me out my name and act like she wanted to fight me. And I told her, I said, I have my children here. I said, and we're not going to do this. Like I said, you need to ask him what I am to him. That is not for me to answer. I said, so since you asked me that question, what are you to him? And she couldn't answer the question, and he made her leave. And then he thought I was going to be all cool with it, because I was cool with the fact that, with her, that I didn't, just call out her name and get all belligerent. And I just walked out. I told him, I said, it's over. It's done. Thank you very much. Bye.
Boy.
Man, I know we've all had those crazy type of relationship breakups. I wouldn't even say mine was a relationship. It was a dating. And it was a new dating situation where I was dating this guy, and 3 months into the relationship is when I found out he was married. He had introduced me to his wife, took me to her job, took me to their house where she was there, and I had no clue that this was his wife.
That's some bold.
Jesus.
I'm so serious. And And in my once it all the hit the fan, I'm like, how dumb can she be? Like, you let him bring another woman home.
Exactly.
Introduce me. He introduced her as a family member. And so took me out to dinner on Valentine's Day. Who you gonna be with on Valentine's Day?
Right.
Gina. And when I found out what happened, I called her up at her job. I'm like, why would you be okay with him bringing me to your house? She said, well, he told me he was doing a job for you. He was working on something for you, your car, or something. I don't remember what. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, how dumb, you got to be just an airhead. Like, and so the next day after it hit the fan and I found out about her and she knew who I was, she wanted me to come to their house and confront him. She wanted me.
There you go, Mina. There you go, Mina. There you go, Mina.
I said, do not include me in your triangle. I said, that is, they were married. I said, that's your husband. That's your problem.
Come on,
I'm like Amina.
He kept calling me and trying to apologize, and I'm like, what? You want me to help you cheat on your wife? I don't think so.
Y'all can say all of that right now, but come on, let's keep it 100. Back in the day, some of that stuff y'all would have went through with it, right?
That's some pimp-ish.
Look, I didn't go through with it, and that was back in the day.
Cut off, straight cut off.
That was back in the day.
No.
Swinging.
Yeah, I could not believe it.
No. That's one of them T-shirts. Do you not understand? No. Is it the N or the O? No.
But who? This is just it was a clear example of women who let men do them any kind of way. This man brought me to her house. Right. You let him bring another woman to your house.
That's disrespectful.
You let him bring another woman to your job. How much disrespect can he do for you, baby? You can have him. I don't want no parts of it.
Right, because if he disrespects her, he's gonna disrespect you.
And you have some dumb women would say, hey, well, if she's gonna allow it to happen, I'm gonna keep on, and would have stayed with him, not thinking that.
And then had a nerve to be surprised when they get treated the same way.
Correct. And then it could have been swingers, and they were just trying to, like kind of ease you into it a little bit just to see, hey, baby, like, what about this one right here? Like, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like her. She tall, she cute. Yeah, okay. So let's kind of get it into it, and then maybe one day y'all can be over here or something, and I can just slide up in the bed on in here, like just slide in. She might get a little tipsy, whatever. She know me already. Just, hey, why not? Yes.
You send me swinging.
Hold up.
But let me tell you how I found out. Let me just add this. This is how I found out. And we had a show on this before. There was some mail sitting on the table that had her name on it with his last name. And I asked him, I said,
he did say family. He didn't lie about that.
I said, well, how does she have your last name? Oh, she was trying to get food stamps, and so I'm Boo Boo the fool.
Well, hold up.
Just trying to run a whole game.
Hold up.
And no, Greg, whatever you geared to say, because you're looking crazy.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We're going to put some life coaching in it, Jeff.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. Jeff, talk about this, man.
Hey, man. It just really seemed like to me, Gina, that they was trying to bring you in as a third. And people will act surprised and say, well, I thought this was going on, because in that community they don't ever come out and say this is what I do. You know what I mean?
Like a pimp, you get ushered in real slow.
Exactly. They had to see how you was gonna feel about some stuff. They had to see if you could feel your way around a little bit. Now, once you started figuring out things for yourself, remember, all this is allowable. Remember, it was all allowable. No disrespect, no nothing was in the game, because please believe if he was
She was just a
doing
freak
it,
as he is.
yep, she was in the game just as much as he was. So I'm glad you saw the mail on the table, and answer the question. 'Cause
Man,
if
they
it
had
ain't
The
the
for you,
writing
it
on
ain't
the
for
wall
you.
too.
person.
Yeah,
They
the
had
writing
the
on the
wrong
wall.
somebody.
Mail on the
Yeah.
table and
I
the
was
writing on the
like,
wall.
that was the craziest. And like I said, it was only 3 months in, so I don't even call it a relationship. It was dating for me. But
And
I wasn't even, vested in the game to
I had
even
a
be like, this is okay. It
Well,
was
when
like,
sex is involved, you don't have to be vested in the game. You just got to be
when I,
willing and available.
when I was in Gary,
Okay.
when I was in Gary, I had the craziest girlfriend. I can remember one time she got mad at me and she left out of the basement, right? And I'm thinking, where the hell is she going? It's cold outside, snow up to the back door. She left, and I thought she was walking down the street. I heard my car start up. Woo! I was like, oh. She backed that boy up and turned that big old Impala around and took it down the street with the accelerator to the floor. And I'm running down the back behind her, like, I
Come on,
can't
Maurice,
get
you
this
want to
girl.
run and use
I'm
your bike
looking,
there.
I'm looking down. Wait. I'm looking down. Haha, very funny. I'm looking down the road and she couldn't stop. She crossed Fifth Avenue, that big four-lane Fifth Avenue. She crossed that mug and got T-boned. Boom, totaled my car.
Was she okay, Maurice? Was she okay?
I was like, dang. Daddy was like, boy, that girl is crazy. And Daddy used to tell me she is crazy, boy. She is crazy. She is crazy. I was a POW for a minute, so
Hey, Maurice, I'm gonna need you to do that every show next year. Come up with some of that crazy shit you be saying, all right?
Yeah.
Talking about she had a liquor license. Come on.
That's what they call them moisms.
Moisms.
Yes. You have a moism every
man.
day. Give me a moism, bro. I need a moism.
Things that make you think.
We got the
Make
we got
you go,
the coaching, and we got the moisms, okay? Marcy, what do you bring to the table?
Man.
I'm joking.
I'm not bringing any of that to the table. I don't have any crazy stories.
Bringing that freakiness though, girl. You keep telling us them freaky stories.
She's saying these crazy stories, but then she say I don't have no crazy. We done heard the crazy stories.
That wasn't crazy. Those weren't
What
crazy
you smiling
stories.
about,
That's not
Marcy?
crazy to her.
Jeff, you missed the story.
Stories. That's
Jeff,
just life.
You missed the story about the chandelier she was swinging on, dude. You missed that one.
Jeff,
Marcella.
I missed that story too.
Marcella.
He gonna have to tell me the story because I don't know that one
We're going to
either.
talk after
Yeah.
this. We got some momentum.
He said
You missed the first part of the show. You probably gonna have to go back and look at that mug. I'm gonna tell you.
She was swinging on a chandelier butt naked with some Twizzlers and some happy, dude. She said she
It
was
was
going to town.
afternoon delight.
Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, have
The
mercy.
Laffy
Twizzlers and
Taffies got
Laffy
me.
Taffy.
The Laffy Tappies.
He stretched it out and said, "Pow."
Wait. Jeff, please look at the beginning of the show because all of them are adding stuff to. I have no clue what any of them are talking about. They are
A
funny.
Laffy Taffy.
You know, whatever. Wait, look, Marcella. Whatever makes the story a little more exciting.
We were
A
talking
Laffy
about.
Taffy here, a Twizzler here.
I'm just saying. Shout out to what's going on, Yolanda Gregory.
Oh, Jesus.
Looking at Happy New Year to you, everybody out there. All right, especially Marcella, because she gonna come up with some new shit next year. And that's good. Look, Marcella brings the peace, the calm to the show. Okay, but today,
I try.
today. she brought that. What rating could we give the show because of what Marcella said?
PG.
No, MA with mature audiences only.
Yes, definitely mature audience.
Really?
Female?
Oh, Marcella.
Go back and watch the shit.
Marcella, hold on there.
Sometimes the freaky nicks don't know it's a
Marcella.
freaky nick.
Marcella, hold on though, because Mary wasn't too far off of yours either. All right. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all.
We thought
NC-17.
Marianne was quiet.
Oh, man.
I did think she was quiet.
Both of y'all NC-17. I don't care what but you know what? That's what makes this show so great, man, because we can have fun and say the things we want to say. And we joke and laugh with each other, but we respect each other totally, all right. Marcy tipped her hat today.
Just a little bit.
I was
Like
real
this.
tame
Greg,
today.
Greg,
I
really did like
promise
this.
you.
You know, she
That's all she did. She didn't go, wow. She didn't pull that bad boy out and all.
I don't know if y'all saw this before I blocked it. Lovelace XYZ was on here trying to sell some online strips without clothing, so I had to block all of that. So not putting it out there because they just kept putting it on and on and on and on and on. So I blocked it. So,
They did that the last time. Is that the same ones?
yeah, I didn't block them last time, but I blocked it this time. Okay, I know who they are. But that's, but you know, they're watching and they see the value of trying to put something on our show. So
without paying for no,
but we're not into that though.
Which is a great thing. Anybody want to do anything? If we haven't invited you on here to showcase and to celebrate your entrepreneurship, okay, you ain't getting nothing for free. I'm sorry. You know, this is a business, but we have fun doing our business. All right, Jeff, take us out of here with this, with something, anything.
I missed out on a lot, man. But you know what? Being a freaky person is okay.
Yes, sir.
I want to let y'all know it's okay. Being a freaky person is okay. You know, getting those wild exhibitionist stories. See, wait, let me do the right angle. There it is, right there. I have to point to the right spot. There it is. You know, it's okay. Embrace you, the inner you. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Have fun with the people you love.
Hey, I'm with Jeff on that. You can be freaky with your partner. That's who you're supposed to be freaky with.
That's who you're supposed to be freaky
with. Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yes.
You know. So
there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh Lord.
They appreciate it. Don't you, Robert?
Stuff that's gonna happen tonight. There's some stuff that's gonna happen tonight for some people. And I have more power to you. Y'all go ahead and throw it down. You know,
look at Maurice's face. He like,
Mo B, I see you over there.
He over there whispering in Marianne ear after the show, baby.
I got these. Wait, I'm whispering here. I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
Just let her know, man. Let her know, big dog.
Hey, Gina, they already started. Okay, we ain't seen Maurice's hand since the show started.
Wait,
yeah,
Marianne already said.
Hey. Oh, there it is. Look.
Y'all some fools. Y'all are hilarious.
Marianne
that finger. Them two fingers. Oh man, y'all something else.
Drink plenty of water, y'all.
Plenty of cold water.
Maurice, pour some water on your hands too, right?
I'm gonna go sleep on them just like this.
Hey, y'all should bottle that, all right?
Close us out, big bro. Close us out.
We are Dope Living TV Live. We appreciate everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us. Okay, we have fun. All right. We do relationships every Monday. I want you guys to continue to send in your comments. Keep watching the show. Celebrate each and one of these individuals that are on here, okay? Because they're going to do some great things next year. We don't make resolutions, you know. We just go out and do what we're going to do. You make a resolution, you make a promise, you know, and you break it, okay? Then you're going to be sad the rest of the year. I'm going to lose 10 pounds and you gain 40. All right? I mean, we just want to keep it real, y'all, okay? Keep it real. This is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow. Ain't no telling what. Before we go, Deborah Faith Lene says, Nicole Gabrielle Montgomery, I saw you at Stacks last night. You better give her a call then, all right? Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I didn't get that picture no more, but I got this.
Script time. Faith.
But I hadn't done this in a while, and I really do want to play this all.
You're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week we're great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
That third when he swallowed that whole kiss. That third.
That is beautiful.
Gina, do you have that little video that I sent?
I have it.
What video was that?
You sent it
with the little girl in the high heels.
In the high heels. I got it.
I didn't get that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it
Lene says she apologized. Don't apologize, Deborah. We good. We good with everything that happens on this show. I wouldn't have put it up there if it was a problem. All right. But you know, subject to be clowned. That's all. I get on everybody, okay? But no, I'm just playing with you, Deborah. Keep on. We're glad you tuned in, all right? But we're going to get out of here, okay? It's DopelivenTV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll have some play, all right?
Peace. So we can't do TikTok Tuesdays.
We'll talk after the show.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Marcelo.
Moby. Maurice.
Jeff. Can I go now?
Yes. You have
Thank
permission.
you for the permission.
Peace out.